I want to show you how you can take your logos or custom designs and turn them into embroidery pieces like this one. Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Daisy. I am super excited because if you've seen my previous videos, you already know that I started using my new SmartStitch embroidery machine non-stop. And today we're going to take this to another level. I'm going to show you how we embroidered this design on this cotton t-shirt. I'll show you the products I use and the best way I learned to create these custom pieces. I am new to embroidery, so we're going to learn together. Stay with me until the end so you can see the final result. If you're new to embroidery, you soon realize that the most complicated thing isn't the machine, it's the design. Because if the design isn't digitized properly, the result can turn out badly, with strange stitches, or simply doesn't look professional. So today I'm going to be testing a service called Zd Digitizing, so you see if it really makes a difference. I want to show you how you can take your logos or custom designs and turn them into embroidery pieces like this one, especially if you want to sell personalized pieces or create your own brand. This is super important. And the best part is that you don't have to worry about digitizing the designs yourself. And something that surprised me is how quickly they respond to me. Literally, in a few hours, I already had my designs already digitized. Fast delivery and simple process. And for your first order, you can get 50% off. So it's definitely worth it. I'm going to link it in the video description down below. I want to quickly show you how you can order your designs from Zd Digitizing. First, go to ZDigitizing.com. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. Once you're there, click on Services and then Embroidery Digitizing Service. After that, select the format you need. In my case, it's DST. The size of your design, the turnaround time, and the design complexity. You can also add any additional details. Then, where it says Upload Design, you upload your file from your computer or your phone. Add it to the cart, and that's it. Something I really liked is that you can not only order custom designs or logos, but they also have a store with pre-made designs, really beautiful ones for any occasion. And the best part is that they are very affordable. They cost only $1.99 each, and you get immediate access. And like I mentioned at the beginning, when I sent my designs, in just a few hours, I already had my logos digitized and ready to use. If you would like to know more about Zd Digitizing, I'm going to link it in the video description down below, along with the machine and all the products used in this tutorial. Before I continue with the video, I would like to invite you to support this channel by subscribing and by activating the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. To make sure the embroidery is centered and aligned on the t-shirt, I printed the design. This is the exact size we're going to embroider. I have the printout here, the t-shirt, and the hoop we're going to use is number 12. The first thing I'm going to do is cut out the design and place it where we want the embroidery. I'm going to fold it in half and then again, so we fold it in 4 parts to create center lines. We're going to make sure the distance is the same on both sides and that the design is exactly on the fold. I'll secure it with some pins. and there we have it. Now I have the stabilizers here. This first one is tear away, which can be turned around the design without scissors. This other one needs to be cut with scissors after embroidery. I'm going to use this last one because it sticks to the back of the t-shirt. So we're going to cut it to the size of the hoop. I will secure it with some pins so it's easier to place. Then we will remove them. Now we place it inside the t-shirt. We will make sure it's center, same distance on both sides. We can measure it if we need it. For example, 2 1/4 inches on each side. Now we tighten it a bit and place the top hoop. It looks good. We don't need to stretch it too much because this fabric is slightly stretchy. And if we overstretch it, it can wrinkle after removing the hoop. Now we tighten it. Look at that, it's nice and secure. For this embroidery, I chose a thicker cotton that isn't too stretchy. This other t-shirt stretches a lot more, but I still tested it and it didn't turn out too bad. I already washed it once and still looks good. Now let's move to the machine and place the hoop with the t-shirt to start the embroidery. Let's make sure everything is aligned and pushed all the way in. Now we're going to load the design into the machine. These are the designs Zd Digitizing sent me. They send them in DST format, just how I requested, because that is the format my machine uses. They also sent a PDF preview showing how the design will look once embroidered, including color sequence and layers. I print this out to use as guide for alignment. Now I will copy the files to a USB drive, rename the folder to logos, and load it into the machine. Insert the USB into the machine, wait for it to load, then select this folder with the flower, then the USB icon, look for your folder, mine is logos, and here are all my logos. I'm going to look for the one that is 8 inches wide. I think that is a perfect size for my t-shirt. Select it, press the green icons, the folder with the little flower, then press enter and back arrow. And here is the design in the system already. Select it, press the flower, click on the arrow, and here we're going to rotate the design. In most cases, we don't have to rotate the design, but with my t-shirt, we need to rotate it. We're going to press on the F to adjust the orientation. Then press on the arrow, then press on Move Frame, and here we're going to select the frame. I am using hoop number 12, so we're going to select that one. Then we press the back arrow. Now we're going to assign the colors. The first one is going to be black, second one also black, the third one is going to be pink, that one is going to be gold, black, and gold. Press the green arrow, then we press move frame again, and we're going to make sure the design is centered and aligned. We can use the arrows to position the design. We can also align the design using the needle position. Press where it says switch to needle 1. We make sure the needle is pointing exactly at the center of the design. Once everything is aligned, we remove the pins and start the embroidery. Press the back arrow, and here we're going to make sure it says auto change, auto start. Then press on the red icon where it says not ready. Now it should say ready. Now we press start, and here we go. This is the moment of truth. I always get a little nervous on the first stitch out because this is where you see if the design is really good. And while this is stitching out, I want to tell you that if you also want to turn your logo or custom design into embroidery, you can do it through ZDigitizing. They handle the digitizing so your designs come out clean and professional like this one. And for your first order, you can get 50% off. So it's definitely worth it. I will leave the link below in the description. Look at how clean this looks. The lines are very defined. I'm not seeing any thread issues. This is exactly what you want, especially if you want to sell your products. And this is the final result. I really love how it turned out. It looks clean and professional. I'm going to remove the hoop and then I'm going to cut around the stabilizer. And not only can you use these designs for t-shirts, but also for hats, tote bags, and many other items, opening up so many possibilities to create or even sell your own products. If you're starting in embroidery or want to sell custom products, this 10-needle SmartStitch machine is a great option, and using ZDigitizing makes the process so much easier. Check the description for all the links and stay tuned. Next video I'll show you applique embroidery and after that how to embroider hats. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to support this channel by subscribing, liking this video, and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.